Are you making glute bridges to have nice booty or because you have lower back pain? Watch this video and understand how you should do it correctly. Hi, I'm Timecodes and I'm naked because my marketing manager said it's better. Now to start with the exercise so you have less pain and bigger booty. We'll start from the bottom to the top because we have a lot of points to remember. First, the feet. The most common mistake is the feet to point outward like that. Huge mistake. The feet needs to point straight or even little inside. The second and biggest mistakes, most of the girls that are doing those exercises are with collapsed arch like that. What's that doing? The knee is going in, so the glute isn't engaged enough, so the knee should point outward. Squeeze as hard as possible the ground so you can lift that arch and put the knee in the right position. Second thing to remember, the knees, they should point outside of the little finger. If you make straight line from the knee to the little finger, it should point out or above it. If it's pointing to the toes like that, it's a mistake and the glute isn't working enough. Do you know what's working? The quads and your lower back. So you're not making glutes, you're making quads. That's a problem for your health and for your glutes, of course. The third thing you need to remember are your hips, posterior and anterior pelvic tilt. Let's show them like this. Great. Posterior and anterior. What is this? When it's posterior, there shouldn't be a hole underneath your lower back. If you're anterior pelvic tilt, there is a huge hole underneath. You can do it with your hips, but you can do it with your ribs too. If the abs are engaged, we'll talk about in a little, and if you rotate, the movement is little. Do you see it? Let's make anterior, okay, posterior, and now anterior. You see how little it is? And there is just a little hole. If you want to make it correctly, you need to be in posterior pelvic tilt. The fourth thing, the ribs. The idea is the rib cage. Do you see the ribs here? They need to be put down under the abs. You can see the abs engaged at the moment. That's the best. Why? Because if the abs aren't engaged, the lower back will overwork and you feel pain there, not in your glutes. It's really hard to be engaged because they can be pulled out, the ribs, but you can still engage the abs. Do you see the straight line here? This is what you're searching for. Of course, your shoulders have to be down and the neck as straight as possible. Some people had bad posture and are crunched over, and when they engage really nice their abs, you can see her head. This is why you can use something to put your head on so you can be more comfortable. Of course, in the long term, you're aiming for a nice posture, and if you want to understand more about the posture and body balance, you need to subscribe right away. So, we talked about a lot of things. Now let's see the movement and the biggest mistakes that you can do. Let's show them the mistake from the intro. When you lift up, you lift too much and you're lifting with your lower back. The ideal position is that line here is to be straight. Push a little bit. Do you see the line? From the knees to the hips to the shoulders, it's straight. Most of the people are trying to touch the ceiling with their hips like this, and that's a mistake. You will kill your lower back. So rest till the straight line. Squeeze the glutes, and when you pull down, slowly, let's go down. The idea is vertebra to touch the floor. The biggest mistake here is your hips to be on the floor first. Let's show them the mistake with the hips first. Slowly, do you see it? Slowly, like that, awesome. Touch the floor, like this. Do you see it? The ribs are out, there is a hole here, the abs are unengaged, the lower back will kill you from pain, and the glutes are unengaged. So you're doing quads and lower back. Come on, engage the ab. Awesome. Let's lift one more time. Squeeze the glutes, knees out, toes pointing forward. This is what you're aiming for. Try for slow movement. understand it, feel it. If you didn't do it like this, you need few times or a month so you can do it correctly. Make it slow, think about the movement. 10 seconds positive and 10 seconds negative is great for our new clients. Let's show them one really slow repetition, how we need to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got the point, right? And now slowly down with engaged abs all the way down. The ribs are down, vertebra to vertebra, and the last, the hips are falling. This is me, Timecodes, and if you have any questions about those exercises, or if you want other exercise so you can get better, write down in the comments. Till next time.